And that is the way to play a back-to-back. I will tell you right now, Warriors fans, you got to be hyped on this. Two of our main starters out, three really good players out in total. Back-to-back against the Pelicans. Both got dubs. You got to love it. This is Dylan with Bay Sports Buzz, and we are back with another one. I ended up going to the game, so sorry this video came out a little bit later, but that's just how it is. Just seeing it in person, though, the defense is so good. It's so underrated. They have any team that they've played so far really not understanding what to do. They know when to trap. They know when to leak out and get a steal. They know exactly their roles, and that's due to these new coaches that we've added. Stackhouse is really defensive minded, and Stotts knows how to make players play to their strengths and excel in that area. And I just think those two ads are huge for this team. I know we got other pieces that are working really well for us, but the coaching staff is doing a fantastic job and understanding how to play these guys, when to play these guys, and what lineups to put up, which, by the way, pretty much every lineup they've played figures out a way to play great together. Another game where Jonathan Kuminga looked like he was in command, started to find a place in this offense, learned more about the role he's going to probably present, when to attack, when not to attack, how to feed the ball and actually rotate it with the offense and play together as a team. He just looked a little out of place the first couple of games of the season, but I think he's coming into it. Just seeing it live, it looks like he's out there to play with a group. He's not out there to play for himself and that contract. I think that's totally out of his mind at this point. I think he understands this is something that, if we do this as a group, could be something really special. And starting or not starting, you're going to get paid in this league. So that should be the number one thing off your mind at this point. I think he'll end up starting again and getting into his whole role, but I think just focusing on playing good basketball right now is going to lead this team to victory more nights than not. And this is just an overall great win for the Dubs. Who would have thought a back-to-back with, three players down, we could pull it out, especially when, they do have injuries, but they also have Zion and Ingram, and they have no excuse because those two players are obviously arguably better than the lineup we're putting out when it comes to, the injuries we've sustained and stuff like that. I think this team is going to have a good standing going into the road trip, and I believe that Steph Curry probably won't have to touch the floor until the Celtics game. I kind of wish he would play the game before to get a little acclimated again because, sometimes when you come back, you have a slow game. However, I think it's going to be good. I mean, Draymond put a defensive clinic on Zion tonight, and Zion wanted no part of it. I think he was 2 from 7 from the free throw line. He wanted no part of it. And it was, Draymond earned every last minute of that game. I mean, well-deserved ice bath after the game for sure. It was amazing, And then Trace played really well. Kind of found a way to adapt to this style of play that the Pelicans play, and looked really good. And we were getting missed calls left and right. They were giving more calls to them. It was very frustrating to see. But that's just how it is. The Warriors don't get those calls. That's just how we've always had it for the last 10 years. And so on. So it's all right. We win with great defense, great ball movement, and a different star every night stepping up. You got 20 minutes from Trace Jackson Davis. He gives you 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 15 points. That's a great game. And I call him old reliable, but he's only in his second year. Brandon Pajemski is, it doesn't matter the numbers you see on paper. He affects the game in so many ways, and he speaks volumes on the court. Hopefully he's okay after that collision at the end of the game. Hopefully he's, not having to sit out or anything like that. But, played the most minutes yet again tonight, with 38 minutes. He's got 13 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. Almost a triple-double. I mean, it was good. Lindy Waters kind of didn't have a good game. He played some good defense, though. Buddy Hield still had a quiet half. Again, first quiet half, but when the game mattered and when it was time to get that lead and stay ahead, Buddy Hield was your man. He really, really performed at a high clip. 29 minutes, 21 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. It's great to see, and it's something that we're going to need from him, and it's good that he's showing up in those moments for sure. I do got to say that Kyle Anderson really played well too. He had a lot of good plays this game that, were just great. He had 10 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds in 15 minutes. I know he had a couple steals too and a block or two here and there, but, very effective. And when we need guys to step up, they step up. I mean, this squad literally has a new player every night doing something, and you have to really appreciate this. And it just goes to show every score pretty much this season shows how good we are and shows what we can probably be and shape into as the season goes on. Didn't shoot it great from the three-point line. This was really a defensive game. The score is 104-89. It wasn't a pretty game from the offensive stance by any means, but this is something that the team did not do well last season, which was close leads. Close it. They couldn't close anything. We could be up by 20 and a team could come back any night of the week on us, and that's the thing that sucked. Now, getting the depth that we have now and honestly having a reliable backcourt, even our third string guys could hold a lead. That is going to elevate us and get us so many more wins that we missed out on last season. I know we were I'm correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure we were in the most clutch games as an organization more than any team, and we lost a lot of them. I can't remember what that stat is, but I'll figure it out. 32 assists again. 32 assists again. It's just great. But getting back to the finishing, we can hold a lead. We can hold a lead, and that means a lot in this league because when we gain a lead, we don't got to worry about them coming back. And last year, I couldn't tell you how many times I was like, oh my God, we're up by 22. It's the third quarter. We're going to go into the fourth quarter, and they're going to literally come back, and we can possibly lose this game. This team does not give me that vibe. It's different. I like it. People want to play. People are performing. And it looks so good. It's interesting on paper. Before the season, people were like, oh, this team's not going to do much. They got a lot of gritty guys and, they have depth, but not a lot of star players. Sometimes depth can get you a lot farther than the star players can, especially when you have a star player like Steph Curry on your team. You don't really have to worry about being that A-plus player every night because, like I said before, there's going to be a new guy that steps up every night, and it's going to be his night. And then if Steph Curry's having a night, that's your 2 stars right there. And Buddy could be that guy one night. Kuminga could be that guy the next. Moses Moody could step up and do that. There's a lot of guys on this team that can really, really play well. And you got to love it. I mean, even Pajemski's going to give you those certain nights where he goes off. And well-deserved. But I just got to give the plays of the game to Draymond Green. He absolutely shut Zion down. I mean, I just love to see it. He had 33 minutes played, Zion did. 12 rebounds, 12 points. I think he was 2 from 7 from the line. He had 4 assists. You tell me, I was just talking to my dad about this. You tell me what player clamps him down like this for the rest of the season. I think the only guy that could probably do that's AD, maybe. And I don't know. It's just, it's crazy to see, especially with Draymond's age. You can, eat one night, but on a back-to-back with Draymond, you're going to get tired as hell. And he weared him out. I mean, he wanted no part of it. And you could tell he was passing the ball away. He didn't want it. He would drive here and there because he knew the team needed it, but he didn't want it a lot of the time. So it's a great win. I'll be back with another one. I don't know what our next game is. I'm pretty sure we're playing the Rockets on Friday. Let me check. Saturday. Saturday, we got the Rockets, November 2nd, 5 p.m. Then we got the Wizards, and expect Steph Curry to probably be back for the Celtics. That's where next Wednesday, probably. Maybe not, though. We'll see. But gotta love it. And thanks, everybody, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love, the likes, the comments. I literally reply to everybody. It's just a great experience. I love being part of YouTube, even though I'm a small YouTuber. It's great. So I appreciate you guys, and have a great night. Peace.